Okay, it is Friday, March 3rd, about noon time on the East Coast of the United States. Just a quick update on Million Token Bitcoin, what I've been doing. Of course, this is not financial advice. I never give financial advice. Do your own research and all that fun stuff. Let me get just a disclaimer out of the way there. Okay, so I'll go over Million Token real quick, and then the Bitcoin markets in a little bit there too. Not much been going on with Million Token. We are below $2. I think it's been below $2 a couple of times. The AC82 whale, has been selling like 2,000 tokens recently. They still have 6,000 tokens. If I assume they're going to sell them all. So there could still be some more selling pressure. I think that's really the only whale that's selling, and so I think the truth is actually buying a lot of it. I see he's buying. He's saying he's buying a lot on Discord and to Telegram chat groups. So he's getting some good deals. I think it went down to $1.82 here, it looks like. And then let's see now. Somebody bought 1,000 million token worth $2,000, 782A and 700 there. So some big buys there. It's basically going sideways. It's going to just follow what the market's been doing. But with that $1 floor, I don't think it's going to go too much below $1, but we'll wait and see. But when the AC82 whale stops selling, it'll be less selling pressure for sure. And I don't see too much new on the milliontoken.org website. Metaphor is still up and running. I noticed. I just checked it out today. There's still some discussions on Million Token on there. Although it's not specific to Million Token, but it's good to see people still using it. And no new government's proposals. And the pool, obviously the pool ran dry weeks ago, but it does have 153,695 tokens in it still, which is a pretty good amount. That's 15.3% of the supply. Just sitting there. I kind of wonder how much of that is actually lost, but that's really about it in Million Token. There's not a lot of discussions. I would say there's some in the chat groups, but it's the traffic's low. It's a bear market. If you look at the volume of Bitcoin, the volume is very, very low as well, and it's just in line with the rest of the market. Bitcoin. So I did a live stream 2 weeks ago on the 18th, and that would be right here. We were kind of going up, and I was saying, I got to put some limit orders in. And after that stream, I put some limit orders in for Bitcoin. And you can see I bought some here at, because it was price was going up, and I bought here 1, 2, 3, and as it was going down 4, 5. I bought a little bit down here just yesterday, and that white line is my last limit order. So I missed it by like 0.5% there. But yesterday or the day before, the Silvergate news, it was down 58% in one day. Silvergate is this bank that invested in a lot of crypto companies, and I think Coinbase and a lot of other companies have severed ties with them. I think they might be investigated. I don't know all the details, but I think they couldn't put out some reports or something. So not good for Silvergate. I know there was a lot of FUD out there. MicroStrategy, they have custody of their own Bitcoin, so I don't see how it's going to affect MicroStrategy. And there was some Binance FUD out there. There's some FUD about Mt. Gox with some funds being released to creditors. But 20% of it, which is I think just two people or two entities, are going to be taking their funds in Bitcoin. So a lot of people, hopefully, will take their Bitcoin and not cash, so they won't have to sell. But it just seems to be a lot of FUD out there. So I kind of ignore it. I'm just buying as the price goes down, or if we make new highs, I'll dollar cost average. Maybe if the price goes up every $500 maybe on Bitcoin, I'll buy up to a certain point. But the price is going down, so I'm buying. And tomorrow should be interesting because Coinbase said they're going to have some maintenance. I think 4 in the morning Eastern time. I guess maybe perhaps 8 a.m. later on. I don't know, for a couple hours. So usually whenever there's a scheduled maintenance for a major exchange, some funny business happens with Bitcoin. So unfortunately, if you're on Coinbase and there's a big dip, you may not be able to buy it if you don't have access to your funds. So you won't be able to buy, sell, trade, or transfer funds until Coinbase, if you're a customer of Coinbase, gets their maintenance stuff done. So this should be a very interesting weekend. So if we zoom out, we're kind of like at the low end of this green buy zone area. We're still above the 21 weekly moving average. I think these are still good times to buy. I just bought some yesterday, and maybe this order might get filled today. It's pretty close, so I'm just waiting. Let's see where we are. Nothing's changed here. The momentum is seems to be bottoming out. This yellow line is still kind of pointing up, which is a good sign. But I did say, on the ADX and DI, the yellow line here, the momentum is still going down. So I could see some more downward pressure. When this starts flipping up again, would be a good time to ride it out or buy. But I still, I'm dollar cost averaging because I would like to think we're in a bull run. And there's a lot of signs that are showing it. But there are signs that are saying, we could still have one more dip, like back here in July 2015. We had this exponential ribbon. We came to the top of it, got rejected, came down for one last dip before the final bull run. Maybe that might happen this time around. We're at the top of the exponential ribbon. Maybe we come back down to a double bottom like we did back here in 2015, and then go up. But I'm not going to risk buying, at these low prices. I will have cash set aside if we do a double bottom and get back down to like 17,000 or even 20,000, because we've got that CME gap right at 20,000 right here. So that's another 10% drop or so, maybe 11%. That's like 10.2% drop to fill that CME gap. So 20,000 is definitely on the table for me. We're right now at 22,400. Looking at the moving averages, we're above the 21 moving and exponential ribbon here, or moving averages, I should say. And we're still above it, right? So we can come down, and where that price is on that white line is right around where the CME gap would close, around, the high 19,000s, 20,000 or whatever. So we can come down there, touch it, and it would be nice if we bounce off of it. But, who knows? That's why I'm dollar cost averaging. We're also still below the 200 weekly moving average, which is acting as a resistance, and this green line here, the 50 moving average, is also acting as resistance. So I anticipated some type of downward pressure when you come to these two major moving averages. But we are above the 21 moving average in the exponential ribbon, which is a very good sign. So, maybe we get sandwiched in here for, a few days or weeks or something. And then maybe a capitulation down to this, $20,000 or $19,000 level, or maybe even 15,000. I don't know. So it's about surviving, staying patient, dollar cost averaging, knowing what your goals are, what your time horizon is. If you're in this for, 30 days, a year, 4 years, 10 years. If you're in it for the long term, these should be good buying opportunities. Now the S&P 500, I don't have it up. I should have had it up, but we're still at the same resistance I've been pointing out, video after video after video. We haven't broken above that resistance. So, and I think, we're in March now. We're making new lows on the S&P 500 as well. So there was some talk that the Bitcoin was kind of decoupling from the stock market, but with the Silvergate, that seems to be back in play. I think Bitcoin's going to be correlated to the market for quite a while, and if we're in a recession, for a whole year, with the S&P 500, I still think that would be a lot of selling pressure for Bitcoin, because hedge funds are going to sell their winners to offset their losses or something like that. So. But, be patient. Know that you should be in this for the long haul if you're investing in Bitcoin. And, hopefully 5-10 years down the road, we'll be well above $100,000 for one Bitcoin. And you're buying it now at, $22,400. I think that's all I have to say. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And if you like this type of content, give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And please share. Thanks a lot.